Introducing Magic Matt. I'm your Magic Matt. I'm your bass. Introducing Magic Matt. I'm your bass. I'm your bass creator.
How's it going, guys? This is Matt Hawkins and this is my senior project. A lot of you guys know me as Magic Matt. But so of course I wanted to do my senior project on magic. So I'm going to further study the career and of how to turn it into becoming a real magician and getting the big bucks. So let's get to it. Okay, let's get down to it. First of all, there's two different types of magic. There's stage magic, which is where you have a Vegas show and you make dubs appear or whatever you're going to do. So what I've been doing is I've been looking into the different types of magic, and I talked to my expert, and basically he told me three things. He told me, number one, know what you're going to do. Are you going to do street magic? Are you going to do stage magic? Do you know your location? Number two, promote. You got to promote. The best magicians out there are big only because they promoted their magic as much as they could on newspapers and whatever. And three was practice. If it comes to gimmicks or whatever you're practicing with, or sleight of hand, where you apparently make a card appear out of nowhere and just keep making cards appear, or whatever it is you're practicing. But it's important to practice because that makes performance fun for the audience and for the performer. So let's get into the three more specifically. So first of all, knowing what you want. Okay, when I first started in magic 5 years ago, I started doing close-up magic. Card tricks, coin tricks. But I realized that when I do these kinds of magic for people, it's on a more personal level, but you have less of an audience. So I started getting into more stage acts, like bigger stage illusions, and I found out that I like that more. So try everything. Try hypnotism, mentalism, the different types of magic performances, and see what you like. It's important to know what you want because theme and location. These things are important when you actually want to come out and have a stage act in Las Vegas. So again, knowing what you want is very important when it comes to making a stage show. David Copperfield, David Blaine, Chris Angel. These are all names of famous magicians that made it all because of promoting. Promoting is one of the main things in magic to learn how to do. If you learn how to make good promotions, then you'll be one of the best magicians out there, or one of the best known. Houdini never really did card tricks or anything, but because he was so well promoted, he was known as one of the best magicians in the world. He never did magic. He was an escape artist, but people didn't know that because of all the promotion. Out here today, there's so many different types of promotion. There's TV, newspaper, radio, and especially now we got the internet. We have MySpace. Flyers are number one for my shows right now. But when you get bigger, people have your name on, taxi cabs, whatever it takes, anything to get your name out there to make you as a familiar face to where people can go to your shows. And I think promoting is the number one thing because no one's going to go to your show if they don't know about it. So again, I've been looking at the different types of promoting, and for my show, I think it's one of the most important things if you're going to learn to become a famous magician as a career. Practice. Practicing is the most important thing, number one in my opinion, on learning to be a great performer. There wasn't some violinist out there, that just picked up a violin and just became great. You have to practice. It's very important. Practice. I'm going to show you something real quick that I've done since I was 12 years old, but because of the practice I put into it, it becomes something a lot more magical. Okay, so 2 sponge balls. All I'm going to do is take this one, put it into my hand, and grab this one and put it in my other hand. Okay, if I just squeeze, I make it disappear and jump over here. And you see, this is just simple sleight of hand, but you take this to other types of, grand illusions, anything that you do as a performer or anywhere in the world. It takes practice. You have to practice in order to become a great performer. Another important thing in magic is knowing your competition. The pros out there, David Copperfield, David Blaine, they always scope out the other people that are, performing out there to see what they got that they don't, what makes them unique as a performer. And I think that's really important to look at the different magicians and see what they have. Go to different magic shows and watch their performance, and maybe you'll learn a few things. You always learn from somebody something. So another thing, just like I said, is it's important to learn your competition. The other day, actually yesterday, I went to go see David Copperfield, just to learn my competition for my senior project. So I learned a lot, actually. I learned a lot about making it more entertaining, adding comedy to my magic, and just making it an overall entertaining show. So again, learning your competition is another very important element of turning your magic into a career. For my senior project, actually I filmed some pieces of me actually performing on stage when I did my show for the Build African School Foundation. And so I'm going to show you a few clips of that right now. So let's take a look at those. So yeah, for my show that I performed, I learned a lot about what people from the audience to pick, how to make my show more overall entertaining, and most of all promoting it. Once you have your show like I already do, you add tricks, you make it a little better. But number one thing of all magicians out there is to promote your magic. Get your name out there, and the bigger you get your name out there, the more likely you are to be a successful magician. Thank you guys again for watching, and have a good night.